So today, we're playing the Pyro, and we've got an on-healing build with the Unsettling Presence and Blood Manipulation skill, allowing our life-stealing swords to deal more damage thanks to the on-healing with Vampirism. But we might also pair this combo with an Amulet of Darkness, allowing us to inflict some debuffs too, making it a super fun build. But hey, check it out and let me know what you think of it. Okay, let's go and jump some rank games with the Pyromancer and see what we do today. So we've got ourselves a wooden sword. I'm going to be grabbing almost instantly with our whetstone, crafting up a hero sword, which is going to be smashing. Now, should we grab the piggy bank? We're going to grab the packet sand though, since it is on sale. Do we grab this or do we roll? Getting some extra monies per round is really awesome, but if we do take it, we do have a high chance to lose for right now. But I do have to take it, unfortunately. Let's make sure we do not craft up a shell totem because I do want a hero sword. And I'm going to unlock all these, but yeah, this is going to be a round one. I'm going to save our goals. I'm not going to roll. But we should be able to get a little bit more max life. With our power, our weapons are going to be dealing a tiny bit more damage than our opponents, but they do have a wooden buckler to negate some of our damage. But with our shiny shell, we do get a bit of a heal too. But can we keep up? So far, actually, we got lucky facing this opponent for sure. Just pause the video to remind you to like, comment, or subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It really helps me out. Thanks. Now let's get back to the video. Not complaining, that is extremely awesome for us. Which is pretty darn smashing. Now speaking of pretty darn smashing, that is a pair of gloves. We could craft claws with that gear. But I'm going to grab the broom, I'm going to roll. Now on dead amulet. We should take here. But I do really want to go for burning blades though. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be taking it. However, spear on sale. Spear on sale for 3, I'm going to grab as we roll for now. Although this bit of storage, I'm going to have to take, unfortunately. But it does mean we're going to have a harder time of actually finding our hero sword. But I'm going to be offering up our spear, I'm going to be offering up our pocket sands. And you know what? I'm going to be venturing on with this for now. This should be pretty decent. With our spear, we should have a lot more damage. But we're going to be offering up about 7 gold worth of stuff. We try to grab some amulets. And awesome. Still managed to pull ahead. Wait, what do we get? A hunger blade, which is smashing with a flame. Let's grab the garlic, let's roll. And we got ourselves that whetstone, which is going to be amazing for us. I'm going to roll again. Now, I definitely want this set of healing herbs, so I'm going to sell this to grab it for now. But yeah, I'm going to be rocking on with this setup. So we should be able to get some Vampirism. And we should have decent DPS with our hero sword in this position, giving extra damage to our dagger and our hunger blade. So now we should be in a pretty good spot. Our opponent is going to be rocking a flame badge shovel. They're going to be trying to flick some blind on us, but not too bad. Now we didn't offer up anything into our offering bowl just as yet. But hey, we do have a hunger blade, we do have healing herbs, and we do have blood manipulation right here. So I think that is literally what we're going to be taking. Let's grab the storage. Let's grab you, Amulet of Darkness, so we kind of want to go for some dragons. Or actually a blood goobers. Now I do also want this banana, but yeah, I'm going to sell our broom since we did take blood manipulation. I'm not going to want to go for a staff, but I am going to move on with this sort of situation. So all I want to do is find healing herbs, a whetstone, and some extra amulets to be offering up. I also want to find ourselves a goobers and a bloody amulet as well. So a lot of items I do want to grab. For sure, but we are forgetting all our Vampirism. Our little blood manipulation is going to be start stacking up even more Vampirism for us. So all in all, not too bad. Pretty darn smashing. Let's grab our flame. I do want to grab this fanny pack and then I'm going to roll. Now, eye lamp on sale is nice scaling damage. It's also on dead phenomena, but I did want to grab ourselves a burning blade. But I think at this point we might actually be leaving it. So I'm going to reserve this on dead phenomena, but again I'm going to be rocking on with this. We do have our eye lamp targeting our hunger blade, because this is going to be more DPS overall and we do want to scale up that accuracy. However, if we want to get the benefits most from eye lamp, we do target a hero sword because it is a faster activating weapon. But not too bad. Really darn smashing so far. And we did get our whetstone, so we can craft up a burning blade right now if we do want to. You know what, let's grab it for now. Let's also grab this Amulet Life, which is actually really fantastic for ourselves. I'm going to roll again, and Yeah, now we could have just upgraded to a second Hunger Blade, which would have been pretty darn smashing too, but actually, I kind of do want this Box of Riches because we can grab some green gemstones, allowing us to scale up our Vampirism a little bit better. But since we were looking for a Burning Blade at the very beginning, we kind of neglected our offering bowl a little bit too much. But not too bad. We could have been offering up our eye lamp, but I do kind of want to keep it. But hey, let's grab this bit of storage. Let's grab you Amulet of Energy, which is extremely awesome for ourselves. Because it is going to refund our regen stacking. I'm going to have our Amulet of Energy targets our blood manipulation for now. And I'm going to be crafting up that Burning Blade. But I'm going to roll once. And a dragon on sale for 5. With a set of healing herbs. And a stamina sack. Hell yeah. We can take the dragon egg. We can offer that up into our offering bowl. Or we could keep it since we're going for Burning Blade. But I think I might just offer it up. Since it is worth quite a lot of golds. And so far, we have a good bit of DPS for smashing down our opponents. So overall, not too bad. And the question is, what should we go for here? Well, to be honest, I do really want to go for Burning Banner here. We can also go for Frozen Flame Frostbite with a Burning Blade. It doesn't sound too bad, but I'm going to be grabbing a Burning Banner for now. Let's grab our Stamina Sack. Let's grab our Dragon Egg. And we're going to be offering that up almost instantly. As for the healing herbs, we can't exactly take it just yet, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to move on. So I did want the Burning Banner so we can start stacking up a bunch of regen so we can keep scaling up our Vampirism as we scale up our damage with our Burning Blade as well. So all in all, it should be pretty decent. Now actually we could keep this dragon since we do have our Amulet of Darkness, so unfortunately I think I'm going to change my mind about that at the last second. Maneki on sale for 5, I'm going to grab Flawless Amethyst we could take here. With a lot of golds, I'm not going to be taking it. And the question is, do we go for Holy Armor here? We're not going to. We're going to sell you. I'm going to grab this bit of storage. And I'm going to be offering up this Maneki. We could get a Box of Prosperity. We could craft up a Box of Prosperity. Which if you do have a godly or unique item inside, we do generate up a chipped gemstone every round. So maybe we actually want to do that instead of offering up Maneki for right now. You know what? Let's actually do that. Because we can put a blood manipulation in with a Burning Banner. Hell yeah, that seems pretty darn smashing. Then we can offer up our Maneki in the next shop. But our opponent is going to have Nocturnal Locklifter, a ton of lifesteal, especially with blood manipulation as well. They're going to be turbo stacking their Vampirism, but with a Burning Blade in, we should have a little bit more DPS overall. And actually not too bad. But yeah, we got a Box of Prosperity, which is going to be smashing for us. We got our first little green emeralds, which is going to give some more regen, which is pretty darn nice as well. So we do got a couple of options. We could probably just take Guard Power here. I know it's not really fantastic to be taking it round 10, but it will scale up a little bit of our damage with our power. Bagtacular is also pretty nice since we have so much stamina sacks. We get a lot of base stamina regen back. So it's either between stacking and power or grabbing base stamina regen. I'm going to grab our base stamina regen. Now there's Gooberts, which is going to be smashing. For sure. Now shield on sale for 6, I'm going to grab as we roll. I definitely want to grab another undead phenomena, but again, I'll be back in a second while I sort our inventory out. For now, I'm going to sell our daggers so we can grab ourselves a protectable purse. I'm going to be offering or adding in our set of healing herbs. But this is going to be pretty decent. So we do have our eye lamp targeting our Hunger Blade. We do our Burning Banner over here, increasing our damage on a Ruby Orb along with our Hunger Blade. With our Amulet of Darkness in here, meaning once we craft up our Blood Gooberts with our Ruby Whelp, we should be able to inflict a lot of effect damage, which should be pretty darn smashing. Now I'm going to be offering up our Maneki with the Shield of Valor. We're going to be grabbing this Undead Amulet, but yeah, we're going to move on with this for now. Now we can always keep this shield, but it is going to be pretty darn awesome with our Burning Banner, but I do want to get some crazy items from our offering bowl. I do want to start utilizing it a lot better than we were at the start of the game. Trying to grab ourselves some crazy items for sure. But hey, this looks pretty darn smashing. We are stacking up a lot of Vampirism, so in all, not too bad. Now we do only have a 30 DPS, which is not too bad for this point of the game. As for heals, we have about 21 healing per second, with a 20 max life gained without an amulet life. As for block, pretty much non-existent, so I do think we can take this a lot further. We do have a lot of rounds to go, but hell yeah. What do we get? We've got a bird, Halpa, and a fanfare. Well, speaking of crazy insane, hell yeah. Blood Goobert is going to be smashing. As far as the bird goes, I do want to offer that up. I do want to offer up our fanfare. And we could keep her help up, but I do kind of want to offer that up as well. Let's grab you. Amulet of Energy. Double Amulet of Energy. Which is crazy, crazy good for us. I do want to grab this Phoenix as well. So unfortunately, going to sell our piggy bank. Going to sell a flame to grab for now. Going to sell one more flame to roll. And unfortunately, going to have to rock on. But I do want to keep this Phoenix because that is going to be effect damage. And once we do resurrect with a Phoenix with double Amulet of Energy, we should be able to resurrect with a crazy amount of heat. 50%, well, it's 25% per amulet. Which is a little bit different than a 50%. Which is going to be pretty darn awesome. However, for now, I'm going to be offering up that bird, that fanfare, that helpa. But our opponent is putting up quite a good fight with that staff, that serpent staff, and that Shelly, but not too bad. Now, hell yeah, what are we going to get? A lamp and an armor set. And we also got Unsettling Presence, which is absurd as well. Which is going to be more effect damage. Holy moly, this might actually be too insane to be quite honest. But I'm going to roll again. We could go for a City Dragon right now. We also want this Prismatic Orb so we can get a bunch of Vampirism. Whatever, I'm going to sell this armor so we can grab this Draconic Orb and craft up the City Dragon. As for the lamp, we could slot in here for now. It does mean we're going to have to lose one of our amulets, because we do need to add in a Bagtacular, or we lose some of our regen, which, you know, I'm kind of down for right now. But I'm going to be moving on. Now, I'm not going to be offering up anything into our offering bowl, because I do want to grab ourselves some Obsidian Dragon, but we'll see. With our setup right now, we should be able to get a lot of scaling damage on all these pets and weapons. We should be able to inflict a ton of debuffs with our Amulet of Darkness. And we should be able to refund a ton of our buffs. So actually, this is looking really, really fantastic. We got ourselves that Obsidian Dragon. Let's grab this damage sack for now. But let's grab an eye lamp for now so we can offer that up. And do want to offer up some gemstones as well, but our banana isn't going to be in for now. Is that going to be okay? Yeah, I think it should be. Next round, we're going to be grabbing our Prismatic Orb so we can grab a ton more Vampirism from the very beginning. Keeping us healthy. Now, our Vampirism only works on a Burning Blade along with our Hunger Blade. But it still should be pretty decent. Now, our opponent does have a big Potion Explosion, which is genuinely scary, but we do answer back. And not too bad. And hey, what sort of craziness are we going to get today? The Frying Pan, which is... yeah, gone already. We do have a lot of monies. Let's grab a Prismatic Orb. And we can also grab a Heart Container since we're going to be stacking up so much regen. We could actually get a ton of life from that. Which I mean, I do kind of want to grab, but I'm going to roll once. I'm going to grab this bit of storage. And in our next shop, I will actually be taking that. But for right now, I'm going to be moving on. Our Prismatic Orb is going to give us some big old regen or Vampirism here. It's also going to increase our healing efficiency thanks to the Burning Banner, and when we do activate our Prismatic Orb, we do have a chance to inflict some blind as well. Although this is going to be a super slow Prismatic Orb, it's still going to be pretty decent for right now. Now, our opponent is putting in a lot of work with Mr. Struggles and Frostbite, and those Hellpots, and Shelly. But unfortunately, yeah, we just cannot keep up with this bonus. So we do end up falling short here. But hey, let's grab this Heart Container. Let's grab this Flame. Let's roll. Do we want a Stone Skin Potion? Not exactly. Second Lamp would be kind of nice too. This Dragon Egg, maybe we do want it. But I'm not going to. I do, however, want to grab this bit of storage so we can add this in. And get some more increased healing efficiency with a Prismatic Orb as well. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to move on. So we should be in a pretty decent spot right now. We should be able to stack up lots of our regen, especially with 2 ounces of energy. And yeah, we should have got our max life. Now our opponent is putting in a lot of damage. But can we answer back? That's a big old stun as well. So far, actually, looking pretty darn close. And awesome, we still managed to pull out. That's a lot of debuffs stacked up on our opponents. Which is kind of nice. Now, it would be crazy insane if we did manage to get our own staff on healing in this build, because we do so much on healing damage between our blood manipulation and unsettling presence, which is kind of nice. However, I'm going to be taking our chili pepper. I'm going to roll. Let's grab this bit of storage. Let's keep rolling. And hell yeah, I'm going to need this prismatic orb. Now, you know what? I'm also going to grab this set of blueberries, because if we do stack up a bunch of mana, we can also start scaling up our accuracy as well. But you know what? I'm going to keep moving. Now, we have no way to actually activate this Djinn Lamp because we have no block generation. We do start off with a bit of block, but there's no way that we're ever going to stack up enough buffs for Djinn Lamp to activate at the very beginning. However, this point is going to have a lot of scaling damage with Steel Gubbers, especially with their shields. But smashing. We do have a lot of scaling damage as well. And it's the perfect bag to grab because it's going to give us more block at the very beginning. We're going to be grabbing a prismatic orb. And I do kind of want another bloody amulet. But our prismatic orb is going to be sitting in here, so we do start off with 6 mana, 3 Vampirism, 12% increased healing efficiency, and 1 debuff. In here, we start off with 6 mana, 3 Vampirism, 8% increased healing efficiency, and 1 debuff as well. So I think that's going to be pretty darn smashing. We're going to be moving on straight away. And yeah, it should be pretty good. Now, our opponent is going to be rocking a Bloody Harvester with double Hunger Blades. But to be honest, I'd prioritize these prismatic orbs inside the Bloody Harvester. More so because you can start off with a crazy amount of Vampirism from the get-go. However, they do have a crazy amount of Vampirism anyway. Now they're going to be stacking up their block with their max life. They've also reduced their healing as well. But the longer the fight goes on, the more debuffs we do inflict with our Amulet of Darkness. And yeah, not too bad. This is turning out to be really, really fantastic. Now just our final rounds. Are we just going to be taking this prismatic orb? I said prismatic orb. This bloody amulet? Hell yeah, I'm going to be taking it. Do we take the potion bolts? Not exactly. Now we could also grab a corrupted crystal and place it into our armor for a little bit of block. So we could potentially proc our lamp. Now we don't really absurdly inflict a ton of debuffs. But I'm still going to take it, and I'm going to roll once. And that is exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm going to sell both these to add this in. So we can start off with a tiny bit more Vampirism over the mana as well. We did lose that 20% heal reduction, but I think this should be pretty decent. It does give us the ability to potentially activate our lamp. Maybe. But yeah, this is going to be the final setup, and it turned out to be quite an awesome one. An Amulet of Darkness, Unsettling Presence with that blood manipulation as well. Basically an on-healing build without that staff on healing. But we're going to see if this is going to be good enough. These are corrupted crystal in our armor. Going to be worth adding in. We'll see. We do start off 120 block since we do have so much protective little purses as well. But again, our Djinn Lamp is going to have to scale up luck as well as spikes. But our opponent has an absurd amount of Phoenixes, which is dealing quite a bit of damage to us, which are stacking up some amount of heats, but we do answer back. They are going to resurrect, and they're going to start stacking their heat once again. But hey, they did make us resurrect, and it's looking super close, and we actually end up falling short, going to begin this bond, which is crazy. What is genuinely crazy? This was an absurd build to be looking at here, with double burning swords, with Obsidian Dragon, with the Phoenixes. Okay, kind of a crazy setup. I'm kind of actually impressed by how well this build actually did. Now, we do end up with about a 49 DPS, which is not crazy good. It definitely could be improved, for sure. As for heals, we did have 40 healing per second, which again could be improved as well. And as for block, about 140 block, which is not too bad. A corrupted crystal for 18 block for the amount of gold we spent on it. Yeah, that's pretty bad. We probably shouldn't have bought it, but as for opponent though, they had a 84 DPS with that setup. Obsidian Dragon, Phoenix, Burning Swords. Actually look kind of awesome. As for heals though, 25 healing per second. As for block, about 205 block. Now they did actually activate one Djinn Lamp. increasing the damage on the Obsidian Dragon. But I thought we had a nuts setup with our whole build right here. Unfortunately, this opponent had an even nuts setup. Now, unfortunately, we did end up losing, but we did survive with 3 lives left. Let's go and see just how much rank points we managed to get. Plus 17 rank us up quite a bit, actually. But anyways, I'm going to leave you for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing. And I hope you keep looking for the next one. I'll see you next time. Okay, we're back in history. And we're going to see, can we survive going up again in Druid Guardian type build. They're going to also have shield as well, moon shield. They're going to be stacking up a lot of buffs. They're also running Unsettling Presence. I mean, they're going to have a ton of lifesteal during that battle rage, which is going to be dealing a ton of damage. They're going to have lots and lots and lots of scaling damage. But the battle rage doesn't last forever. Do we have enough time to heal up, to survive their battle rage, and scale up our own damage? We'll have to see. We do resurrect, and yeah, this Phoenix keeping us alive long enough to outpace our opponents, which is smashing. Okay, we're back in history. We're going to begin a Nocturnal Locklifter Magic Torch Mana Thirst. Now, if we do stack up blind, it's not going to matter a whole lot to our opponents, but yeah, they're going to have tons and tons of block with double shields on the Vampiric armor. They're going to be scaling up crazy amounts of region for themselves, and with Cuberts, they're going to be stacking up absurd amounts of Empower. Just saw lots of damage increase for opponents, where we're no stamina because of those shields, but we have an absurd amount of buffs. So can we keep up? And so far, not too bad. Okay, we're back in history. We're trying to go up again a Bloody Harvester with Blood Manipulation with a Bloody Amulet, and a Cauldron as well. We also have Gingerbread Jerry, but the potions that our opponent does have, he's not going to be super great for him. Being that Strong Demonic Flask, not so great. They did pop their Strong Divine Potion, getting a ton of buffs. But hey, we should potentially be able to outpace our opponents if they do have an absurd amount of Vampirism though. But we also have pretty decent and not too bad. Okay, so we're going to begin a double axe with 94% crit chance, with shielded as well. They're going to be blocking a lot of our damage. Now it's lucky that this is only melee damage, so our dragons can actually, well, our dragon and our phoenix can poke through. No problem at all. Now we're also going to have stone armor, which is going to reduce all our power stacked up from our prismatic orbs. But again, can we keep up? So far, yeah, not even looking too close. Not too bad. Okay, so we're going to begin a Staff of Fire type build. They're going to have an insane amount of scaling damage. With that Staff of Fire, it's going to be going super fast. And they do get some big old crits. They have ran out of crits, and we are looking like we're going to smash them down, and not too bad.